Good morning, YouTube. How are you? It's Epic Games TV, and we are back again. Another episode of Conquest Survival Plus, but we did something different. We added Create. And well, I kind of was hesitant to do it, but there's so many cool little things that we can do with it, like windmills and water mills and all that kind of stuff. We just thought we'd try it. So this version of our mod pack is not currently on Curse, but we're thinking about adding it. And yeah, let us know what you think in the comments down below if you would like to have this version with Create in it added to Curse. And yeah, we'll go do it for you guys. But let's go watch our intro and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Yay. Anyways, so we did some building. We haven't really messed around with Create yet. I've gathered some resources, but you know, we were talking about making a little lumber mill type thing here, and I was kind of playing around. I made one Create little block because I was like, how am I going to make it look like a sawmill? There is a saw blade in Conquest Reforged, but I couldn't really figure out how to make it look like it was about to cut the wood. And then I built this crane. This crane is a classic crane. I've been building this style of crane for quite a while now. Really, all props need to go out to Jarracraft. I don't know if it's exactly the same as his, but I don't know, like 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 years ago. Jarracraft used to do a lot of YouTube videos back in the day, and I really liked his builds for vanilla Minecraft. So I've built this. I'm going to modify it a little bit more. I've added, you know, some lighting and this Conquest little rope and hook and stuff. And I'm thinking what I want to do to this. We have a visitor. I heard him. Hopefully it's a good guy. Oh, it's a good guy. Hey, how's it going? Barbara. What do you have for sale? Some brown dye. Buffer. Oh, those guys. I don't think you really have anything that I need. But thank you for visiting. Okay, back to this. Now, I'm thinking I want to see if I can make this crane move. Now, I know I've seen a video somewhere on YouTube where a guy made the crane kind of like remote control. And I put some logs down here just to kind of represent trees being cut down the river and brought down. And then this is picking it up. And he's putting some of them here and some of them being pulled up into the little log cutting device over there. So I think we're going to do a little bit more with this little area here. I've got to do a lot more with this lumberjack mill. I am not 100% sure what we're going to do with it, but I definitely want to make it look more like, you know, a mill of some sort. We gathered some animals yesterday. We did a live stream, and I was telling myself, you know, I don't have any diamond armor. I don't have any diamond tools. We've been kind of messing around with building. So I need to, you know, get our vanilla game going. So we collected some animals, built some simple fencing for them. We could move them a little later. We finished working on the outside and the roofing of our lovely inn. We haven't done much on the inside. I was messing around with some tables and stuff. Still got a lot more work to do down here. But it's just more of what can I place in here and what can we do with it. So it's still a work in progress. But the inn is looking really cool. And then I started thinking, okay, let's start working on our mine area. So the idea for the mine was I would put another crane over here to kind of represent, picking up track and putting track down and all that kind of stuff. And I built this little thing here. I want to do an elevator, and I want it working. So we're going to do a create elevator system with pulleys, and it can go up and down. So I'll have to figure that one out. And since we put in create here, and I've got this big, huge factory building, I guess we're going to put in some crushing wheels and some other manufacturing type stuff here. And we're just going to do some manufacturing, and we'll continue on the building down this way, I think, towards the tower. We do need to have a little easier access to the waterways for any manufacturing goods that we may want to trade or sell to another village. I was trying to level up the ground, as you can tell down here. I've kind of taken out all the dirt down there. I want to clear the trees first before I take this level of dirt out. But we are slowly pushing back the forest on this side. I'm not sure I'm going to go back any further. I think at this point we're just going to leave this as like the whole factory area. And I'm still considering putting the castle up on that ridgeway up there, because I think it would look kind of neat to look down at the town and just admire the view from up there, right? So I've done like 6 minutes of talking and showing you around, and we have barely even played. So let's get to some playing. Now, by adding create to the mod pack, we had to regenerate a lot of the world. So the problem that I have is a lot of my links now in my waystone are kind of weird. Like you can see, like there's a couple of versions of this one waystone. So I need to clean this up a little bit. So just know that if we add create into the downloadable pack, you may mess up your worlds. So, it's kind of like a buyer beware if you're going to do it. Honestly, be prepared to start a new world. I think it's better compared to what I did. But I had spent so much time building, I didn't really want to start a new world. And I wanted just to see if we could actually, use this world still, even though I made that major change. And if people really want to know how we did it, I'll explain to them how I found out what region I was building in and how we deleted all the other regions with the one that we're currently in. But if you have builds that spread across multiple regions, you're going to have to sort of save a region. And I think regions are 16 by 16 chunks. I think that's how Minecraft has done it, is they've done one chunk as 16 by 16 blocks. And I believe that a region is 16 chunks by 16 chunks. So if you can figure out what your region is, which you could do with the map, if you can't really see it on my screen, my font is not really working very well. But you can see where my mouse cursor is. It says region X4 Z5. That is the file name that you'd be looking for in your save game file. So my building, if we go to where we are, I am -1 and 0. And I moved my cursor to the left to figure out how far over. So there's -2 that way. Went back this way. 0 is over here. And then I went up and I went down, and I realized that my whole building area here is all in one region area. So for me, it was really easy. I deleted all the regions but the -1, 0 region in my save file. And then everything has regenerated. And basically the map is still the same. It doesn't really change. So that was really good. But then again, you're going to have problems with your waystones. And if you placed any waystones in the world outside of that region, you're going to lose them. So back up everything before you start playing around with your worlds. There might be an easier way. I know that MC Edit was something that you could use back in the day to regenerate chunks with the newer versions of Minecraft. But this is how I got around it, and this is how I found out what region I was building in. And it's in your save game file under regions. So if you find, let's say you called your world Earth, you go into your save game file called Earth, look for a folder called regions, and inside there, you're going to see a whole bunch of region names. Starting with the X, or not starting with the X, but we'll have the X number first, followed by the Z number. And like I said, I just looked for X -1, or just -1, (0), and I made sure I didn't delete that one, and I deleted all the other regions. So you can try it. Back it up before you do it, though, because if you make a mistake, at least you have your backup. And you can always revert back to your old ones. It's raining again. I think maybe what we'll do, we are gonna sleep. I'm not gonna do too much in this episode. I think what I'll do is I'll do kind of like a back-to-back episode. Instead of waiting, usually we put out 2 or 3 videos a week. I think because I did so much talking in this first video, what I'll do is we'll have, update, we added create type thing, and then I will do a secondary episode right after that, right, like probably the next day, and we will record a whole bunch of stuff because we're going to start messing around with create. And I am not a techie guy, let alone am I a create guy. So it is going to be very interesting for me to kind of learn it. I did do some looking. I did see that I needed some andesite. And I saved some right here. I went digging yesterday. So we're going to just take some of this andesite. We'll take the full stack because we're probably going to need it. And then we're going to go over here. I need to make... Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's empty some of my stuff out of my bags. What can we get rid of? Oh, these bounty boards. I was playing around with that yesterday. Let's put all this magic stuff that I found. Put that in magic stuff, why not? XP, potion. Oh, that's right. We hit level 7 yesterday. So that's really good. And I'm going to have to start... what do we got up here? Well, let's put it up here. We need to kind of start our little money chest where we're going to keep all our major valuables. Okay, so we're going to break some of these down. We'll break down 4 of them. And we are going to make some andesite alloy. So we got 18. That's not very much. I know we're going to blow through that. So let's just make this. Let's just use it all up. Why not? There we go. Well, apparently this stuff makes horseshoes. I never knew that. Okay, so we got some horseshoes. So what's the first things we need? We need some sort of power via windmill or water mill. And I'm thinking, since we're surrounded basically by a river, and I kind of do need to build a house, maybe we'll do a water mill. Maybe I can do a water mill right there. Or we can tear down this fence. I think we're going to do it on this side. Let's work on power right about here. So, how do we make a water mill? Water mill. Well, it's definitely not called a water mill. Oh, maybe it's called a water wheel. There you go. So it requires either a cogwheel and a plank. So shafts are 2 of those. That's pretty easy. Got that covered. And I got lots of wood over here. So let's just go grab... We got some oak in here. Lots of oak. Now I know that there's a way to speed up the wheel by having like a bubble elevator underneath. And I'm not sure how far down we're going to want it. But we should be able to do a cog like that. There we go. And then it was slabs. Running too far here. We're going to definitely need more than 6 slabs. And then we need to surround it. And where's my cog? There's my cog. Uh-oh. Did we do something wrong? We needed a large cog. So you know what that means. We must make it bigger. There we go. It's bigger. And then we'll do that. Move the items. And there is our big giant water wheel. Now we're going to go get a little wet here. But I want an easy way. Back out. So we're just going to put a little ladder. A little ladder. Just on the side here. Let's put it on this side over here. This will help us be able to get out. Perfect. Okay, so this water line is not high enough for what we need. And I need the crankshaft to at least be above the ground. So we're going to do this. And I've got to figure out how I'm going to get water. The other option is I can lower it and then just have like a chain drive that comes up. But essentially, what we need to do is if I put a piece of wood there, we're just going to temporarily get this moving. So we'll just use some wood. So the water has to flow down here. Usually from the second block high. Oops, it went wrong. Went the other direction. I kind of wanted it to spin that way. That won't work. But it's going to spin that way. Well, that's okay. So that's the basics of the water wheel. Now, if I break this, can I have the water stay where it's at? No. So the water is still going to move. We're trying to see if we can just cut off the water. I wonder if it doesn't really tell me the stress units. Okay, so for now, let's just kill our water source. Kill our wheel. But I think that's where it's going to go. Unless I want to lower it in the water. Which I probably could do. Let's see. Should I put it here? That'd be more realistic. The thing is, we would need... And I don't have... Oh, I don't have a way to break this block. We would have to put another cog here and a bigger cog on top, which is fine because we can get that rotational power going. And water wants to flow up, I guess. I think I'm putting this in the wrong spot. But that's okay. Yeah, we could kind of do something like that. If need be, we could put two of them. Okay, so we don't want to make this too long. I like to keep the videos nice and short for you guys. So we're going to just call this one Conquest Update maybe, or Build Update, Create Added. Something nice and simple and short. You're already watching it, so I guess you're already going to know the name of it. But with that, thank you guys for watching. I know that this is kind of a weird episode because there was so much to talk about. But I do hope that you are enjoying this little series. I'm enjoying the building. I'm definitely a builder more than I am a techie. So leave any comments down below. Should we add this to the pack on Curse? The current build that we're running. Should we have not added Create? Should we add Create? You know, feedback is really good. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the series and you like the videos. And you know what? If you're not already a subscriber, which most of my people are watching that are subscribers, but if you're not, hey, it's free and we appreciate it. So thank you very much. And until next time, and probably till the next day, because we'll put out another video right away. You guys have an awesome, super fantastic day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye! Oh, we can't go without adding the super secret backflip. Look at that.